This here is a review of the Zoom F2 field recorder. This is a review and unboxing by your average Joe YouTuber, which is me. I think I got like a little over 100 subscribers, so we're no big deal here, okay? And I bought this, so this is a completely my opinion of this unit. Mainly the reason I bought it is because I was intrigued by the fact that they said that you don't have to set the gain on it. You can just literally plug it in, turn it on, and then it will not clip. So we're going to test that out today. We're going to find out if it will or will not. and what it sounds like. Does it sound good? Is it an ad? Is it not an ad? Did I waste my money? I don't know. We'll find out. I hope not. But anyway, so this is the Zoom F2. I'll show you a close-up of it. Well, if I can get obviously, back it up a little bit. There we go. So that's what it looks like, the box. We're going to unbox it right here, right now. Let's see. So, get this out of here. That aside. Looks like it's got manual and stuff in there. We don't need that, right? This looks like it's probably the unit, the little unit inside there, and wires, and little clip, and windscreens. All right, so let's get this thing out of here and put it together and see what we can figure out. Okay, so we got the different parts and pieces out. This is the unit that was inside the, put it in the light a little bit better. Put it in the other camera. So that's the unit. It also comes with the actual microphone, which has got a little screw-on connector. Oops, go the right direction, Mark. Got a little screw-on connector there. And then it also came with this bag of little, I got windscreens and a clip to go on there. So I put these together. I'll do it over here in this other camera. Make sure I plug it in the right one. One's a mic input and the other one is a headphone output. So you want to put it into the mic input. That would be the right one. All right. Oh, and it did actually come with some batteries too. It did come with a couple of AAA batteries, which it takes 2 AAA batteries. Little FYI there for you. All right, so I think the first thing I need to do is format the SD card, which it does not come with an SD card, by the way. So you'll need what they call the little micro SD cards, which are these teeny tiny ones here. The little itsy bitsy teensy weensy ones. You'll need those. Oh, I don't know how to do that. Right there. So you'll need one of those. And if you go to the Zoom website, they've actually got some information about which ones are compatible and whatnot with this unit. I guess it doesn't work with all of them, evidently. I don't know. So I didn't actually check and see if this one works with it or not. It's one I had, so I'm going to try it. It'll either work or it won't, right? So let me get all this stuff hooked up to the computer, and then I'll show you what the screen looks like for the F2 Editor app, which the F2 Editor app is what you would use to actually do all the settings on this unit. They do make another unit. It's called a F2BT, which stands for Bluetooth, and you can make all those settings on a phone by connecting it to it. But it's like $50 more, 40 or $50 more for. To me, I didn't see the benefit. I figure this is going to be something you're going to set it and leave it, right? I mean, you're not going to be changing stuff all the time on it. You're just going to set it and leave it the way I look at it. So I didn't really see the benefit of that. But, somebody might see the benefit. Now you can start recording and stop recording using the Bluetooth, from what I understand. I haven't used it, so I don't know. But from what I gather, that's what you can do with the Bluetooth, which you cannot. You're going to have to physically touch this one, all right? But, for me, that's not a problem. So anyway, I'll put it together and then we'll get you a screen recording of what the actual software looks like. First of all, I'll do a little video of. So this is how we've got it connected here. This is just a USB-C cable going straight into the Mac, and that's how we got it hooked up. Alright, so this here is the Zoom F2 editor software, and as you can see it shows connected to it, and it looks like you have a low cut filter which you can turn off or on. Doesn't look like you can set the frequency, but 80 Hertz would be enough. Just a low end roll off is basically all that would be. And then you can adjust the output volume. I'm not sure because the individual unit has some output volume adjustment capability on the unit itself, so I'm not sure what that output volume is. I don't know, maybe you can adjust. I don't know exactly what that's for. So I'll have to learn about that one. I guess I will have to actually break out the manual, huh? You can set it to 44.1 32-bit float or 48 kilohertz 32-bit float. I've got it set to 48 because, well, most videos 48. So, and you can have the file name be a user-defined file name, or it can be a date-based file name. Date-based file name makes sense to me, so I'm going to keep it like that. Looks like you can send the PC time to the F2, and then you can tell it what battery type you have. I just got some regular alkaline batteries in there, so we'll leave it on alkaline. And then it looks like it will auto power off after a certain period of time. I'm thinking that I'm going to be manually, handling this thing each time I use it, so it doesn't make a lot of sense for me to have an auto power off, so I'm just going to leave that off. And then if I had a Bluetooth version, I guess this here would be, show up as something I could actually do. And then this is how you would format the SD card, which I've actually already done that. So, so there, and then factory reset. So this is what the firmware version is. It does look like there's a new firmware version, so I probably will go ahead and update the firmware version on this one, just so that it'll be running the latest firmware version whenever I do the testing. But so we'll move on to doing some testing. Okay, so currently we're on my Townsend Labs Sphere microphone, and I am about to hook up the little, I guess you could call it, Zoom F2 microphone. I think this is called a LM2 or something like that. It's the one that came with it. I'm about to hook it up. I'm just going to clip it on here, kind of like I would if I was going to clip it on somebody else, if I can see what the heck I'm doing. There we go. Alright, and it looks very stylish, very stylish. I'm not trying to make this look nice, I'm just trying to get a practical. Let me get that twisted here. I got it a little twisted, I think. For some reason it wants to kind of twist a bit. There we go. Alright, there we go. Very stylish. Looking good. Alright, so we're still on the Townsend Labs microphone. About to switch this unit on. And about to hit record. Alright, it's in record mode. And then this also has a locking switch on it, so you can't accidentally turn it off and stop recording. So currently we are recording on this, so right now we're on the Townsend Labs mic, and I'm going to switch right now to the Zoom F2, and you can hear what the difference is yourself. So I think what I'll also do is I think I'll carry this thing outdoors and actually take my phone with me and actually do some recording outdoors, because that's probably what I'll be mostly using it for. So I'm going to go outside with it and see how that sounds. See if it picks up a lot of background noise, and whatever else. See how well it works. I'm just going to leave it just like it currently is and go outside. Okay, so we are about to head outside. Okay, so here we are, outdoorsage. We're going to walk around over here where the chickens are at. See what's going on with the chickens? Hey, look at there. There's the chickens, chicken house. Walk down here, because this is what we do when we're outside recording. That's right. Wandering around my own yard. Oh, I wonder if it picks up on the chickens there. We don't know. There's the chickens. Gotta love them. So we're going to do us a shouting test to see if this thing can clip or not, because we want to know. Will it clip? We don't know. We're going to find out. Hey! 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 What I have here is I've got the two 32-bit float files that were recorded by the F2 field recorder. Basically what I did is I brought them in here and tried to kind of level match them. And I'll try and kind of, keep everything around the same levels. It's not going to be an exact science, but pretty close. These here are running around negative 12 dB, somewhere around in there where they're kind of peaking at. Every once in a while I get a little bit over. But the really loud portion is actually right here. And that one there, I had to reduce the overall signal level by negative 13.4 dB in order to get it down to somewhere reasonable. For me, I hear clipping in there. I don't know if it's a result of the microphone or exactly what it is, but to me it sounds like it's clipping. So, but I was pretty loud, so I'll just let you hear that part. I don't know if it's going to come through here or not. Let's see. We'll find out, Guy Bolly. Find out. Hey! 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 So that is, not loud, but the signal is in my ear, to my ears, sounds clipped. And all I did was reduce the volume. So technically what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to be able to have enough volume room there to pull it down and it won't clip. It's supposed to be way, way, way above where it could clip at. So I don't know, theoretically it should work, but it doesn't sound to me like it worked perfectly. Now I was, in all honesty, I was very loud, but probably much louder than what anybody would typically be. So probably under most circumstances it would be fine. And it doesn't clip a lot. It's just a little bit. Hey, hey, hey! I hear it mostly on that first one. Hey, hey, hey! And the third one. Not so much on the second one. So I don't know if those were just louder or what, but hey, hey, hey! But I definitely hear some distortion there. So anyway, thought that might be of some help to you when you take a look at this. All right, so what are my final thoughts about the Zoom? Let's see if I can get this in there decently. The Zoom F2 field recorder and the mic that comes with it. I would say all in all, it's pretty good. I was very satisfied with the quality of the actual recording. The recordings came out really, really good. And I love the size and the simplicity of this no setting. Basically, you just hook it up, turn it on, put it in record mode, and record. So, from that standpoint, it's really pretty nice. I like that. And this thing is, it's teeny. It's really not big. So I have trouble with this left and right thing. But I mean, really, that's very small. So I like that quite a bit. Importing finished WAV files. It's pretty straightforward. What I ended up doing is I actually pulled the card out of the unit and stuck. I have an actual micro SD slot on my computer, so I just plugged it straight into the micro SD slot and moved files around that way. Seemed to be pretty simple and straightforward. Didn't take any time. Wasn't, confusing. I mean, it was right there in the root directory of the micro SD card. So that part worked good. The only negative I would say, and this is actually pretty minor, but the only negative I would say is they kind of imply that you can't distort this thing, but in actual practice I found that I was actually able to make it distort. Now maybe I'm just really, really loud, I don't know, and maybe it's a limitation of the actual microphone capsule. I don't know the reason why, but when I went in and actually tried to do what they suggested, which was just clip gain the actual audio down, that it's not supposed to, you're supposed to be able to get the whole waveform then, and didn't seem to be the case with me. Now it could be a limitation of my software. I don't know the reason. I don't know the technical reason, and maybe it'll work fine for somebody else, but for me in practice it didn't actually work. But again, I was really, really loud, way louder than I think I would ever actually be in any real world circumstance. So, I don't know. I don't really think it's going to be an issue. Let's put it that way. And even really just 2 out of the 3 really loud hey things that I did was distorted. But anyway, that's, of all the things that I would say negative about it, I would say that I was hoping that you couldn't clip it, but I found in practice that I actually could. So maybe maybe that'll help somebody if you're looking for something that absolutely cannot be clipped. But whether or not that was something that I was doing, and maybe one of you guys know why I was able to clip it, I don't know, because I don't know, but in practice it did not work for me. Would I recommend it? Yes, I definitely would recommend it. I think it's daggone, look how small that is, I mean, that's small, and it works, so it's small, it works, the audio quality is good, and they're not terribly expensive. I think this one here was $159, I think. Now the Bluetooth version I think is a little bit more. I want to say it's right around $200. But and if you need that functionality, then by all means. But I just didn't feel like it was necessary. I was looking for something simple, and this is simple, and I like it. So for that very reason, yes, I would recommend it. All right, thanks. Hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, subscribe. And if you liked it, hey, click on like. We like it. Thanks.